living under the law, life now wow.
Living under the law, life now wow.
I said living under the law, life now wow. Oh, no, no, no,
Living
no.
under the law, life now wow.
Under the law, life they sweet, my brother.
Living under the law, life now wow.
I say under the law, life they hard, my brother. No, no.
Living under the law.
Oh no, hey. You go work out for money, come back for night. Story never change at all.
Living under the law, life now
And I hear you sing,
Living under the law,
sing it there.
life now wow. Living under the law, life now wow.
Hey,
Nawa,
check that out.
eh, nawa, nawaya, eh.
I believe in integrity. No one be like majority. I belong to the minority. We believe in our society. If you feel do your part, well, and I feel do my own. Fabu come bang go better, and life go sweet for all of us. Under the law, life now wow.
Living under the law, life now wow.
I said living under the law, life now wow. Oh, no, 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 no.
Living under the law, life now wow.
Under the law, life they sweet, my brother.
Living under the law.
Welcome to Lagos, Nigeria's mega city. From Oshodi to CMS, Idumota to Aja, the struggle continues.
Pay my money.
But for the privileged few, the comforts of life are taken for granted.
So you go become landlord, eh? Me, I go come become Alhaja Jumoke Santos.
As with most good things, the spoiler is never too far away. And when the axe falls, survival becomes the order of the day.
We dey celebrate anything. You blunt tire.
Living under the law is the story of Lawrence Diokpa Santos, barrister and solicitor. His ascension to the exalted position of landlord of 20 Fabu Street and his iron-fisted control over his tenants. With his faithful wife Alhaja Jumoke by his side, it becomes a case of every day for the thief, one day for the owner.
You want to know where?
Yes.
I happen to be Barrister Lawrence Tarioka Diokpa Santos. Very good nomenclature.
Alhaja Jumoke Santos.
Go ask of me for this Fabu street. They go tell you say my made you raw food na fire.
Na me na dem dey call Lookmon. Because of me, thief never ever entered this compound before.
My name Bochukodi, and I be spare parts dealer. You no get any spare part where you want, where I no get.
I am Lazarus Abednego. I'm a teacher with St. Matthias Secondary School, a stone throw from here.
Na me be then they call him for Adam.
Hey, yes.
I be Taylor.
My name na James. I dey stay for room 1.
I am Larry, sir, and this here is my lovely wife, sir.
Ayola.
Bolande?
Mama Jiro. Huh? How did you know my name?
What do you mean? See people call you.
Yeah, ma.
The law is shown the way out of his civil service job at short notice. Divine Providence offers an opportunity to acquire his late friend's property from the daughter in Expect the Unexpected. The law takes legal possession of 20 Fabu Street. He makes an unscheduled visit to his new property in the company of his wife and young daughter, only to find Bolande, his brother-in-law, holding court as the new landlord. In The Landlord. In a bid to avoid eviction from government-allocated apartments, the law makes a desperate move to relocate to 20 Fabu Street. In spite of stiff resistance from Alhaja Jumoke, his wife, he is able to have his way in Home Sweet Home. The law gets the baptism of fire at the hands of Lukman and Bolande as they convert his private telephone handset to commercial use in a bid to make some fast bucks in pay-as-you-go. The law has the last laugh this time around as Key Trouble drives Bolande to his knees and brings him in close encounters with Lukman's wife for the first time, an encounter that leaves him severely battered in Key Trouble. Lanre hits the jackpot when he discovers a carelessly disposed stack of cash in a dustbin at the office. 20 Fabu Street is subjected to a reign of terror at the hands of the men of the underworld bent on making away with the cash in the jackpots. The law has had enough of the antics of the various bachelors occupying the rooms in his property. Further tenancy is only guaranteed by the production of a certificate of occupancy in the form of marriage certificates and physical appearances of the various spouses in certificate of occupancy. The law promises a reward of 1 year's rent-free accommodation to whoever provides information leading to the safe return of his kidnapped daughter. Chuku is the lucky beneficiary in Promise is a Debt. The law becomes a victim of mistaken death as he is pronounced dead while still alive in I Regret to Inform You. Husbands are a scarce commodity on Fabu Street, and Alhaja Jumoke takes all precautions to ensure she does not fall victim to the desperate husband snatchers in Husband Snatchers. Foul play is at its best as Mojid's foul disappears and resurfaces as the latest ringtone in Red Handed. Bolande fights to keep his job at any length and with the help of Alhaja Jumoke almost succeed until he runs foul of the law in Get a Job. Ownership of the law's prized Mercedes-Benz changes hands momentarily. Lukman and Bolande are up to their usual tricks, while Alhaja Jumoke ends up being on the receiving end in Car Owner. The last thing on the minds of the law's unruly tenants is law and order, and that exactly is what they get as the law reads them the Riot Act in Law and Order Part 1. The law becomes Bolande's advocate as he seeks a resolution with an angry Alhaja Jumoke who is ready to cause grievous bodily harm in Law and Order Part 2. Mojid finds out that it takes more than tough words to survive on the streets in members only. Mama Ejiro's failure to pay a utility bill brings misery to 20 Fabu Street in Law and Peace. It's still suffering and smiling for the tenants in spite of the payment of utility bills. Adamu votes with his legs by packing out of Fabu Street in Water to the People. It's double trouble for Bolande when the law finds out he's up to his usual tricks by renting a room to 2 people in No Vacancy. Lukman finds a frustrated Bolande to be an easy prey and seeks to milk him dry with promises in Italian Connection. Mama Ejiro's love medicine of pepper soup is the perfect cure for the law's flu, but Alhaja Jumoke does not find the gesture so palatable in love medicine. Dreams of Italy becomes a living nightmare for Bolande as he soon finds out that the road to Italy is not paved with gold in Italian Connection 2. James turns private eye to investigate Osas's ghost tenants in Squatters' Rights. Tayo turns Brutus in a scheme to eject Osas's ghost tenants. The law has the last laugh in Koniman Die. Alhaja finds out that bad dreams and good friends don't go well together, as she ends up at the receiving end of a voodoo man's curse in Enemies at Work. Chukwu's mother visits with the new wife she has married for her son from the village in home trouble. Lazarus becomes the beneficiary of Chukwu's mother's visits to Lagos in Another Man's Meat. The return of power to the people is delayed due to a lingering reconnection fee in PHCN Nawao. Bolande comes tumbling down to earth when caught in the act in Po Trouble. Blackmail enters Fabu Street as Bolande tries his hands on a new trade in Home Alone.